Guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure if we'll actually regenerate, but let's just do it and...
Well guys, we've made it. We have officially reached what might just be the beginning of the end of YouTube as we know it. It's been a good run, guys. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I got 3 or 4 DMs all on the same day about this video that a YouTuber named Kwebbelkop made. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are at least familiar with the name Kwebbelkop. The guy's been on YouTube forever now. He's not always been looked at in exactly the best light, but he's been relevant for quite some time at this point. But a couple of weeks ago, he might have finally done his channel in for good. Now, when I first got this video titled Minecraft, but you only get 1 block, I figured it was just another kind of one of those like Alf-Mouse situations, where it's just like strange, cringy Minecraft content. But when I clicked on it, I saw that Kwebbelkop was using this like virtual avatar, and I thought that was why it was getting DM'd me. I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. Seems like Kwebbelkop's gone down the VTuber route. Didn't expect that, but nothing too insane. Didn't really care about that. So I kind of just forgot about this video. That was until yesterday when I was on Facebook. I know, I'm a boomer. I can't stay off Facebook Marketplace. What can I say? And I saw a news article about Kwebbelkop AI. I remembered seeing the video, so I clicked on it, and turns out that entire video, apart from the gameplay of course, was all AI. That was not him talking. That was not his script. He wasn't using like a motion rig or something to hook up to his avatar. It was all just AI. Kwebbelkop has officially begun to use AI for all of his new content. And that's crazy. I mean, this guy has been a YouTuber for like 15 years at this point, being a bigger YouTuber for the majority of that time, and then basically overnight with no transition, he's just said, okay, it's AI now, have fun. Now, there's a lot of discussion and debate about this right now, so I'm gonna give my 2 cents on the topic while we go through this video. Now, this video is gonna be more about the topic of an AI content creator rather than the Minecraft video itself, but we are gonna look at a few things from the video that I think are worth talking about, but most of this video will just be my thoughts on the whole subject. With that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Today, in Minecraft, I am stuck on 1 block. Can we survive? Watch until the end to find out. Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure if we'll actually regenerate, but let's just do it and... Oh my god, the block will regenerate. This is insane.
You are right, Kwebbelkop. This truly is insane. So this is what the video looks and sounds like. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the best AI voices I've ever heard. I mean, maybe it's because I'm not an avid Kwebbelkop viewer. I don't really know what his voice sounds like in my head. I couldn't pick out his voice from a lineup. So maybe it sounds nothing like him, but that doesn't change the fact that this sounds like a real person. Now, I don't think he's released exactly what he's doing with these videos, so there's a few theories on what's going on here. Obviously, somebody had to actually play Minecraft, so the gameplay is not AI generated, but I can't imagine we're that far off that either. Now, some people think that the script for this video was read by a real person and then ran through some sort of AI to make it sound like Kwebbelkop, and some people think the script was read purely by an AI trained to sound like Kwebbelkop and that there were no real people involved. Now, I have no idea what's more likely. I don't know that much about the intricacies of AI, but the stance Kwebbelkop has taken has been that this is basically fully automated. So everything except the gameplay, the dialogue, the script, that weird VTuber avatar thing, all of it was done by AI. And I mean, that's kind of crazy. Because I don't know about you guys, but to me, it just seems like all of this AI stuff recently has just come out of left field. Of course, the text-to-speech stuff has been around forever, and we've seen and heard about AI all the time, but over the last 8 months or so, it seems like it's gone from something the average person won't even interact with, to being used in almost every aspect of everything. I mean, it genuinely seems that in about a 1-year span, it's gone from something that most people don't even really care about to this all-consuming topic that you can't go an hour without hearing about. I don't know, just to me, it's crazy how quickly it's gone from this thing that nobody is really paying much attention to this huge issue that's making us ask questions like, okay, how is this going to change every form of media forever? Now, when it comes to YouTube and the use of AI, I'm personally kind of torn, I guess. Because on one hand, I would hate to see a YouTube where every other content creator is now just using AI to make all their content and nobody's actually making their own video anymore. I think it would take away a lot of the spirit and uniqueness of YouTube. It just doesn't really seem in line for what a YouTuber is supposed to be. On the other hand, however, if there's a market out there where people want to make AI content and people want to consume it, I don't really know if it's fair to say that shouldn't be allowed because people like me don't think it's good. But I think this is what opens up the main discussion, and that's why would that market even exist in the first place? Right now, on YouTube, I don't think it does. Because video form AI content just isn't that good yet. I mean, if you go look at the comments of Kwebbelkop's videos, they're basically all negative. Nobody's really into this. And I think that's going to be the general consensus for a while. Because when all you can really do with AI on YouTube right now is just make it where you don't have to record your own videos anymore, but it's basically the same stuff you were making prior, well, all you've managed to do is make it easier for yourself, but worse for your audience by taking the human aspect out of your video. But what happens when you can start doing things that outweigh that negative? That is where I think the problem starts. And we can look at an example of this with the whole AI art fiasco. Is AI art perfect? No, but for most people, it's good enough. And when you can download an app on your iPhone in 10 seconds and type in a prompt and get exactly what you were looking for instead of paying an artist $500 for a commission, the route most people are going to take is obvious. I mean, what's your stance? Should art be locked behind either finding somebody with the ability to create it or gaining that ability yourself? Or is something like AI art the natural evolution of technology and real artists are just going to be replaced and that's how it's going to be? It's a difficult question to answer, and it's only going to get more difficult to answer as we have to start asking more complex versions of that question. Right now, nobody really cares about YouTube AI content because why would they? At best, it's just voiceovers. But what happens when it's not? I think right now, AI is further than people think it is from being able to make full-on videos. I mean, if you just look at AI art, which is still images, there's almost always some sort of mistake. But I mean, what happens when we get it figured out? What happens when a person can write out a paragraph worth of an idea, press a button, and then a full, realistic-looking, normal YouTube video come out on the other end? When AI reaches that point, which I'm sure it will eventually, when we can make any sort of video-based media we want, YouTube videos, movies, TV shows, and people in the background don't have 6 legs and 2 fingers and everything's not warped, when it looks like a real video, a real movie, a real TV show, I'm only being slightly sarcastic when I say I think the world might actually just end. You can't compete with that. Nothing can compete with that. Of course, a lot of people are going to say who would watch that, who would want to watch an AI-generated movie. Did you guys not see how quickly AI art became accepted and how everybody started using it? Now look, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is like a near future scenario here. It's gonna be a while before you can upload a picture of your face and say, make me a movie where I fall in love. And then you're given a movie that actually makes sense, has shots that look like they were done with professional lighting, professional audio, real cameras, edited thoroughly. Of course, that's far away. There's a million moving parts you'd have to figure out and account for while making a movie, but I don't know, give it 50 years? Does it really seem that unlikely? Maybe, and probably even sooner than that, but this is where it starts. This is where the debate begins. And what people agree on will have lasting effects, it will. Because one day, I'm sure it's gonna happen, there will be the ability to make YouTube videos that people just can't make. So how do you compete with that? Do you just hope that people are gonna want that human connection in the video? Because I think that's naive. Sure, some people will hold out, but kids, growing up and not knowing any different, they're not gonna care. They're gonna watch what they wanna watch. Just like many of the people who say they'd hold out would do the same. So sure, maybe it's not a big deal right now because nobody really wants to watch these Kwebbelkop videos because what does the AI add? Nothing. It really just takes away from the video because now you're just watching some random guy play Minecraft while something that kind of sounds like Kwebbelkop talks in the background. So of course nobody's gonna really want to watch that. But what about when the pros start to outweigh the cons? Videos that people without ginormous budgets could never pull off. We already see how popular channels like Mr. Beast are because he does stuff nobody else can. What happens when videos like Mr. Beast can't even size up anymore? There's a lot of questions, and unfortunately, I have zero answers. I think we're kind of far off from this being a huge problem where entire videos are being made by AI. I mean, if you search up AI videos on YouTube, you'll see what I mean. They're instantly recognizable as AI. They're distinguishably weird, and they just all look off. But I'm sure eventually that just won't be the case anymore, and how do you fight against that? Can you? I mean, does the government need to step in and regulate how people use this? Do individual platforms like YouTube themselves need to regulate it? Or do we just let it happen? Is creativity just gonna die? Will my grandchildren's children be able to type in any movie prompt they want and never have to worry about a movie being filmed or thought up anymore? Will they just get to watch and see anything they want? Will their media be limited by nothing but what they can think of? Because I don't think that's impossible. And is that a bad thing? I don't know. Is it fair for AI to make the artist that taught it everything obsolete? Because you've got to keep in mind that the only reason that AI can make art or write books or make videos is because real people made art and made books and made videos. Is it fair to use that creativity against them and take away their livelihood and passion? Obviously not. Is it going to probably happen anyways? Unfortunately, yeah. All of this is to say that while this Kwebbelkop thing might not seem like that big of a deal because nobody likes it, eventually stuff like this is gonna get better. It's gonna become more relevant, more popular, and eventually you're gonna have to take some sort of stance on it. So you might want to start thinking about that now. What's the correct stance? I have absolutely no idea. I do know, however, that it's probably gonna get real scary in about 10 years. I never thought I'd be an advocate for technology slowing down, but right about now, I'm starting to think I might be. I feel like we're in a pretty good place right now. Maybe we should dial it back. Well guys, those are my thoughts. I realize now that I never talked about the Minecraft video like I said I would. I kind of just started ranting and never stopped, but hey, it happens. What are your thoughts? Genuinely, I'm very curious to read the comments on this video. I feel like it's gonna be very split. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against AI. I think it has a lot of really important potential, but when it comes to stuff that deals with creativity, I do think it does more harm than good. I think right now we've got kind of a healthy balance where it's more of a tool than anything. It just helps assist with the creative process, but I think if we keep going too much further, we're gonna really start to see the consequences. But hey, I'm just a common YouTuber. What do I know?
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.